Hello and welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew and today I want to talk about the Summer Game Fest show. Now, I had a chance to come home from work and sit and watch it. I would have just done like a live stream thing with it, but man, I got to talk about some of this stuff. So, the first game, Prince of Persia freaking looks really cool. That looks pretty cool. Definitely excited about that. Can't wait to look at that and see some more of that on Ubisoft show here in the coming days. Mortal Kombat. This was my first disappointment of the show, and this was one that I was like, "Whoa, man! I really want to play more." Like I've been a Mortal Kombat fan for a very long time. I'm not like super disappointed with like I was really hoping that we would return to the 3D environment to where we had the 3D combat. I was really hoping and looking forward to that being like the new way of things, but everything else looks good. Like the visuals look good, the combat looks good, the overall experience, it looks pretty much just like what we already have had. And I don't know, man, that just seems a little bit disappointing to me that they've been working on this for like 4 years. They said they'd show us more. I'm not completely writing it off yet, but I am to a point right now with Mortal Kombat that I love Mortal Kombat. I'll keep buying them no matter what, but I was really hoping to return to the 3D atmosphere like in like Armageddon and Deception, Mortal Kombat 4 even. I really wanted to go back to that. I've been really really hoping that Mortal Kombat would return to that ever since, like Mortal Kombat 11, like 9, 10, and 11. I really wanted it to go back to that 3D fighting space. The next and then like the rest of the show pretty much was just like, I don't know, like it didn't really feel like there wasn't really anything like super duper exciting during this show. I mean, most of the stuff we already knew about. I mean, we already knew about Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Definitely excited for that. We're finding out that that's coming out next year, early next year. And that'll be on 2 discs. And then we also find out, yeah, I mean, like we saw a little bit more of Alan Wake 2, which is pretty cool. Definitely excited to see how both of the playable characters will work out for that game. Look pretty cool. Another thing that was right on the top of my head was Black Desert Online is bringing a whole nother a whole nother and another map upgrade with more character, with more story content, stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. If you haven't gotten into Black Desert is a really good time sink. Really fun to play. I don't know if it would. I mean, oh man, starting Black Desert Online now would probably seem monumental with all the content that's in that game, but it's still doable. My advice to you, if you're going to jump into Black Desert, is to play that game like a marathon. You have to think about it as a marathon. You have to. You're going to invest a lot of time and a lot of resources into building that game, building that character out. So that there's one of those games that if you get into that, you pretty much have to ignore everything else and just play that. Let's see what else. What else was there today? They showed off that Avalon game. So many freaking Aveum or whatever Immortals. I'm to the point where like it looked exciting at first, but now the more I keep seeing and more I keep seeing of it, I'm just like I don't need to see that game anymore. Like I don't really the epic fight scene just kind of looked like it didn't really look that epic to me, man, to be completely honest with you. It looked cool at first. That game looked really cool, like the yeah, it's on Unreal Engine 5 and all of that. And the more I see of this game, the more I'm just like, gosh, dude, I don't know if I really care that much about that one. I mean, yeah, I want to check it out, as like a tech demo type deal, but in terms of like actually caring about the characters and the combat and stuff, I don't know if that's something that I really care about too much. To be completely honest with you, this is just how I'm feeling. Like I'm to the point right now where where a lot of these games, they're just not blowing me away, and they keep regurgitating the same game, the same game, the same game over and over and over again with these shows, and it's getting frustrating. I mean, the PlayStation show wasn't too bad. This one here was pretty much just a retread of that for a lot of stuff. And I'm just like, wow, man. We finally get a release date for Spider-Man, which is the day before my birthday. So that's pretty cool. Like, I'm excited about that. I can't wait to jump in there and explore a bigger map, and being able to switch between either Spider-Man. That sounds pretty cool to me. But man, like, I'm not even joking, dude. I dodged a bullet today. If I would have taken today off and lost out on $200 to do that showcase, I would have been pretty mad. I would have been pretty mad, to be completely honest with you. And for the most part, a lot of the stuff they showed was just like, it's like, why did we even have that show, man? Like, why did we even have that show? We got a demo for Liza P. I played about a half an hour of it, and I was just, I'm still gonna play it. I'm still gonna play around with this demo a little bit more, because I didn't give it like a super fair chance. But at the same time, like, I'm to the point with these Souls games now that, like, a lot of them are just starting to feel like generic retreads. And Liza P, for me right now, the boss fight that I got to, and some of the enemies, the weapon degradation system in this game, all things that I'm just like, what's the point? What's the point of this? Like, the visuals look good, the frame rate's great, all of that kind of stuff, like, not a big problem. Like, it just feels like I've played that game so many times, and I'm just like, I'm not feeling the way that NeoWiz is doing this one for some reason. Like, I'm just not feeling it. Maybe it's just a slow burn. Maybe it's just a slow burn. I will continue to keep playing with it. It doesn't feel as super challenging as like something like like the Wolong or whatever. That one, like, oh my gosh, that game is freaking terrifyingly hard. But I'm just at a point with those Souls games where I'm to the point where I might just stick with purely from Software's games. Like, I'm almost to that point, like, where I don't necessarily need one of these games every few months. I don't need one every few months. When From Software puts one out, that's more than enough time in between each game to be like, to still remain excited for that type of experience. And right now, I just don't feel like the experience with these games feeling generic and stuff. Like, I'm just not getting the type of experience that I want to have. Like I said, Final Fantasy Rebirth being the last one, and to be completely honest with you, that's pretty much what I can remember, just going off the top of my head with an impromptu video after it. I would say I would rate that show at about a C, to be completely honest with you. Like, I'd give it a C. Like, we've already seen some of the stuff that was in there. There wasn't really any major, like, whoa, blow your socks off. I mean, we got another, we just barely got a Like a Dragon game, and we're getting another one in just a couple more months. I don't know, man. I'm just not feeling it. And I think most of my disappointment with this show started with the whole Mortal Kombat thing, man. I really wanted it to go back to 3D, and here we are. And that just kind of set the pace for the rest of the show for me, honestly. Like, that's how I'm kind of feeling right now. I just don't know what to. I want to make a separate video on the whole Mortal Kombat thing, so I don't want to bang on too much about that, but that was like something that I was really looking forward to seeing. We didn't get to see any Death Stranding 2, so that really frustrated me, because I was really looking forward to seeing some more Death Stranding 2. I know a lot of people say, oh guys, that game is stupid and it's a walking blah blah blah. I loved Death Stranding. I thought it was an incredible experience. I love that. And the things that I want to see come to Death Stranding 2 is, I want the world to be even more, I want it to be even a little bit more extreme in how you traverse the world. I want it to be harder. I want it to be more like I want to have to think more. I want to be I want to be in that world, and I want to be trying to figure out like how do I get this stuff from here to there over this treacherous terrain, and I want it to be meaningful. Like I want it to really challenge me in terms of that. I got this game on PC. It's called Only Up. I bought this last night and I was playing around with it, and like I want something like challenging like that. Like I'm feeling that game. I'm gonna be making a video on that probably in the next couple of days or something. But it's it's things like that that I thought we were going to see some Death Stranding too. I mean, clearly we're not. I mean, like Grand Theft Auto 6. I mean, that was like something that everybody wants to see, but I just think there's so much overhype going on over these shows nowadays that I just can't seem to. I don't know. Like I want to be hyped and I want to see new things, but I just don't feel like they're bringing their A game to these shows anymore. It's just like they're just like, ah, we're just doing it online. Let's just do it. I mean, can you believe all the people that went to see that show? Like, I would have been mad if I would have taken off work to go to LA to sit in that audience to watch that show. I'd have been mad. I would have been furious, man. I'm like, I don't know, dude. I kind of don't like this Jeff Keighley guy that much anymore, man. Like I mean, every single one of these shows, if you live stream them, you can't monetize them, and then if you like, you have to go back and you have to cut out all the music and all the other stuff, and it's just annoying, man. It's just annoying. Like we're like this dude is just like filling these things with all of these advertisements and stuff. And I mean, like, how many movie trailers? Twisted Metal? I don't care about that. That looked dumb. That looked dumb. Um, what else? The other. I mean, like The Witcher was cool. Like I mean, like The Witcher. Like they're bringing all the movie stuff into these shows now, and it's like I don't, dude. I think once they started bringing actors into video games, that's when things started going downhill. To be completely honest with you, they're bringing all that Hollywood to our video games, and it's just corrupting things. So that's kind of my rant for that show today. Like it was a frustrating, it was kind of annoying, and it just wasn't doing. Like it didn't do it for me. It didn't do it for me. So all right, man. My family's in the hallway laughing and giggling and distracting me. So I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching, and I hope that I didn't spoil your hype or whatever for that showcase. So have a good night. We'll see you guys later.